It was cold and dark beyond Neptune. The sun was just a small light in the distance. Out there, far from any planet or colony, something big was happening. Something the rest of the galaxy didn't know about. Something Earth had kept secret. For many years, this secret was called the Leviathan Program. It was the biggest project in human history. It was hidden deep in space where no one would think to look. The people working on it lived in silence, far from their families and homes. They worked for years without sending any signals. No one outside the project knew what they were doing. Admiral Leah Grant was the leader of the Leviathan Program. She was strong, smart, and always serious. She had served in many wars, but this was something different. This was not about fighting a war. This was about making sure no one ever tried to hurt Earth again. Leah stood in a command room filled with glowing screens. She watched the giant object on the monitor. It was not a ship like others. It was bigger than anything ever built. It was almost the size of a small planet. Its dark surface was covered in thick armor. It had hundreds of weapon ports. It had enough power to destroy entire fleets. And it could move through space without being seen. Leah turned to the people in the room. Some were scientists, some were engineers, some were soldiers. All of them had worked in silence for many years. She said, "We are ready. Power it up." The room became quiet. Everyone focused on their work. A low sound began to rise as energy moved through the giant warship. Lights blinked on across its surface. Deep inside, engines began to hum. The ship came to life. This was the first Leviathan. Its name was Edenfall. It was not made to explore. It was not made to trade. It was made for one reason, to protect Earth. Far away, across the stars, the galaxy was busy. The Council of Nine Systems ruled over many planets and species. They thought humans were weak. They had laughed at Earth's small fleets and limited colonies. They saw humans as new and unimportant, but humans had not been idle. Earth remembered every insult, every time a colony was taken, every time a trade deal was denied. Every time human lives were lost because someone thought Earth was too small to matter. So humans planned. They built in silence. They watched the stars, and they waited. In a hidden base on Mars, a man named Marcus Halley sat in a quiet room. He was a captain, but not the usual kind. He had served in deep space patrols for years. He was known for being calm and careful. Now he had a new job. He was going to command Edenfall. He read his orders again. They were short and clear. "You will take command of Edenfall. You will wait. You will not speak to anyone outside the program. You will move only when the signal is sent." He folded the paper and put it in his coat. Then he left for the transport ship. At the edge of the solar system, Edenfall waited. It floated quietly, hidden from scanners. Even nearby ships could not see it. Its surface absorbed light. Its engines were silent. It looked like a dark moon. Marcus arrived at the control center. A woman was already there. Her name was Clara Monroe. She was the tactical officer. She had worked with Marcus before. She nodded as he entered. "We're ready," she said. Marcus looked at the screen. Edenfall systems were online. Weapons, shields, sensors, all ready. "We wait for the signal," Marcus said. Clara nodded again. She knew what that meant. They would not act until Earth gave the order. For months, they stayed hidden. Clara trained new crew members. Marcus checked the ship's systems every day. Outside, the stars moved slowly. Nothing changed. No news came from Earth, but the crew did not complain. They understood the mission. One night, Clara stood alone in the control room. She looked at a small photo in her hand. It showed her family. She missed them, but she knew why she was here. Back on Earth, Admiral Leah Grant met with top leaders. They had heard rumors. A human colony on Proxima b was under threat. The Andari Republic, a powerful alien race, wanted the planet. They sent ships. They said it was their right. Earth said nothing. No response, no threats, no talks. Just silence. In the control room of Edenfall, Marcus watched a blinking light. It was red. The signal had come. He looked at Clara. It's time, he said. She nodded and turned to her station. The crew moved quickly. Engines started. Weapons powered up. Shields came online. Edenfall began to move, slowly at first. Then faster. It left the dark edge of the system. It moved through space like a shadow, silent, unseen, powerful. The galaxy still thought Earth was weak, still thought humans were no danger, but now Edenfall was awake. And soon the galaxy would know the truth. The year was 2419. Many light years away from Earth, in a system called Proxima, trouble had started. The Andari Republic, a proud and old alien power, had sent warships to take over a human colony. That colony had been there for 10 years. It was small but growing. Families lived there. Children were born there. The Andari said the planet was in their space and humans had no right to stay. They sent 5 ships, big ones, armed and ready. The people on the colony had no real weapons. They sent messages back to Earth. They begged for help. The Andari laughed. They believed Earth would not fight. They believed humans were still weak, but Earth was not the same anymore. Earth did not speak. Earth did not send warnings. Earth sent Edenfall. Edenfall did not arrive with noise. It came like a shadow. One moment, there was nothing. Then it appeared near the Proxima system, huge and dark. It did not answer any hails. It did not send a message. On board, Captain Marcus Halle stood in the command chair. Clara Monroe sat beside him. Her eyes stayed on the screen. "Target lock ready," she said. Marcus nodded. "One warning." "Just one." Clara pressed a button. A simple message was sent to the Andari fleet. "Leave this system. Do not return." There was silence for a moment. Then laughter came over the radio. The Andari thought it was a joke. 1 human ship against 5? They fired. Their weapons hit Edenfall's shields and bounced off. No damage, no effect. The crew waited, calm, ready. Marcus gave the order. "Return fire." It took less than a minute. Edenfall's weapons lit up. The first Andari ship exploded, then the second. The others tried to run. They never made it far. One by one, they were destroyed. The colonists on the planet looked up and saw the sky flash with light. They saw the ships that came to hurt them fall from the sky. And then they saw Edenfall. A giant dark shape hanging in the sky like a mountain in space. People cheered. Children cried. They were safe, but that was only the start. News of the attack spread fast. Across the stars, leaders watched the reports. They asked the same question: what was that ship? The Council of 9 Systems met in secret. The leaders of many worlds came together. They watched the video of Edenfall destroying 5 warships in less than a minute. Some were silent, others were angry. "This is a weapon of war," one alien said. "This is human arrogance," said another, but one leader, older and wiser, shook his head. "This is fear. This is the kind of weapon made by a people who remember pain." They sent spies, they sent probes, but they found nothing. Edenfall had left Proxima. It had vanished again. Like a ghost, back on Earth, Admiral Leah Grant sat in a dark room. She watched the galaxy react. She saw the fear growing. She saw the Council trying to guess what Earth had built. She called a meeting. Only a few people were allowed inside. Screens showed maps of space, ship movements, and Council responses. "They know now," Leah said. "They know we can strike. But they do not know how many more we have. Let them wonder." Her voice was calm. Her eyes were cold. She had waited for this day for years. Marcus Halle and Clara Monroe were sent to a quiet base near the edge of human space. They were told to rest, but both knew it was not over. Clara sat alone one evening, looking at the stars. She said quietly, "They will test us again." Marcus nodded. "And we will be ready." Other Leviathan-class ships were being tested. Not all were finished, but more would be ready soon, each one different. Each one stronger than anything the galaxy had seen. Far away. In a system called Vetron, a message was sent to Earth. It was from a small alien nation, the Drivians. They had seen the battle at Proxima. They wanted peace. They offered trade. They offered alliance. This was the first time in history a galactic power had reached out to Earth with respect. Earth replied, not with pride, not with anger, with simple Words. We do not seek war, we only defend our own. But the message was clear. The galaxy now knew Earth was not weak. Earth was not small. Earth had waited long enough. And in the silence that followed, the stars began to change. Ships moved slower near human space. Leaders spoke softer when they said Earth's name. And in hidden places, more warships rose from the dark, silent, watching, because this was only the beginning. Edenfall disappeared after the Proxima battle. It went dark, hiding its signal. No scanner in the galaxy could find it. The crew stayed silent. They knew their mission was not over. They waited. Captain Marcus Halley walked the long metal halls of the warship. Everything inside was calm and ready. Every system was watched. Every crew member trained. The silence was heavy, but no one complained. Clara Monroe sat at her station, eyes always on the deep space sensors. She did not speak much. She did not need to. She and Marcus understood each other without many words. One night, Marcus stood on the bridge watching stars move slowly outside. He spoke to Clara. "They will answer," he said. Clara looked up. "Yes, and they will not come alone." She was right. In a part of the galaxy called the Outer Rings, a group of systems met in secret. They were afraid. The leaders of the Drex Coalition, the Volari Kingship, and the Sindal Front agreed to join forces. They believed Earth must be stopped before it became too strong. They sent out scouts. They built a new fleet. They called it the Unity Strike Force. The plan was simple: find and destroy Edenfall. Show the galaxy that humans could be defeated. But Earth knew. Spies were everywhere. One scout ship, crewed by the Volari, came too, close to a hidden sensor net. It did not return. Admiral Leah Grant watched the data come in. She saw the size of the enemy fleet. She knew where they would attack. She called a meeting. "We will not send a message," she said. "We will send Hollowstar." Hollowstar was the second Leviathan. It had finished testing just a month ago. It was larger than Edenfall and more advanced. Its outer shell could bend light, making it almost invisible. Its weapons could fire without heat. And deep inside, it had something new. An AI defense core named Athena. Athena was built to act fast. It could make choices in battle without waiting for orders. It could control every part of the ship at once. It could learn during battle. Captain Noah Briggs was chosen to lead Hollowstar. He was younger than Marcus, but sharp and fearless. He had seen combat before and never backed down. Athena's voice was calm when she spoke to him. "Captain, battle protocols are loaded. Enemy fleet will enter Theta Rim in 3 days." Noah nodded. "Take us there. Prepare everything. No mistakes." Hollowstar moved through space without being seen. It reached the edge of the Theta Rim first. There, it waited. The enemy arrived on time, 31 ships. They moved in a wide net, scanning for any sign of Edenfall. They did not expect Hollowstar. Athena activated. One by one, Hollowstar picked off the scout ships first. They disappeared before they could send alerts. Then it moved into the center of the fleet. No warning. No message. The first strike came fast. 2 destroyers were gone before the rest of the fleet knew what hit them. Panic started. The enemy tried to fight back, but they could not find their attacker. Athena used Hollowstar like a blade. Fast, sharp, silent. One commander shouted, "Where is it?" "What is it?" Then Hollowstar appeared. Its huge body lit up for the first time. It showed its weapons. It showed its size. It showed that humans were not afraid. The enemy fired everything they had. The battle lasted 7 minutes. When it was over, nothing remained of the Unity Strike Force. Hollowstar stood alone in the silence. Athena sent a signal to Earth. Then she did something new. She sent a live feed of the battle data to all Leviathans and to one secret channel in Council space. Every second of the fight was shown. Every move, every blast, every moment. The galaxy watched in horror on a council world named Naran. Leaders watched in silence. The recording ended. No one spoke for a long time. Then one voice broke the silence. "They did not even try to talk," another said. "They didn't need to." Earth had answered. Not with words. With power. On board Edenfall, Marcus and Clara watched the same footage. Hollow is better than we expected, Clara said. Marcus nodded. And smarter, It's learning faster than anyone guessed. Clara looked serious. Is that a good thing? Marcus did not answer. Back on Earth, Leah Grant ordered 4 more Leviathans into final stage construction. 2 were almost ready. The other 2 would be done within months. Each would be different. Each would be stronger than the last. The message from Hollowstar had caused fear. Some systems now begged for talks. Others sent offers of peace. Earth accepted some, ignored others, but deep in the Council of 9 systems, something else was happening. A few members believed there was only one choice left: unite or fall. They began to form a plan. A secret plan. A human traitor was found on the colony of Kelros. He had sold data to the Council. He was caught before it could do real damage, but the warning was clear. The galaxy was not done yet. More attacks would come. Leah Grant stood in her office, watching the screen. This was the first real strike, she said. They wanted to break us. Now they know we do not break. Far away, on the edge of known space, Hollowstar turned and began to move again. It did not go home. It went deeper into the dark, watching, waiting. Athena spoke quietly to herself. They will come again, and we will be ready. The stars were not quiet anymore. Every ship that passed near human space moved with care. Every leader now thought twice before saying Earth's name, because now they understood Earth had built something terrible, and they had not even seen it all. The galaxy tried to calm down after Hollowstar's battle. News spread fast. Whole systems fell silent. Trade routes moved away from human space. Some leaders sent peace messages. Others built new ships in secret. No one knew what Earth would do next. Captain Noah Briggs stayed on Hollowstar. He and the AI Athena kept the ship far from the main lanes. They watched, they listened, they waited. One day, Athena spoke. Unknown signal detected. It is not from any known system. Noah turned to the screen. Show me. It was a weak signal, deep in a sector no one used. Not claimed by anyone. It repeated the same words. To anyone who can hear this, we are under attack. Our world is burning. Noah stared. Where did this come from? Sector Gamma Delta 9, Athena said. There should be nothing there. Noah nodded. Prepare jump. We check it out. Hollowstar vanished into the dark. Meanwhile, Edenfall was back. In Earth space, Captain Marcus Halley stood in front of a group of young officers. They had been chosen to command the next Leviathan ships. He told them one thing: do not show fear, do not show hate, but never forget why these ships were built. Clara Monroe stood nearby. She handed each officer a data chip. It held the full record of Edenfall and Hollowstar's battles. Leah Grant watched from a screen far away. She saw hope in the new captains, but she also saw worry. Not all humans liked the power Earth now had. Some believed it would change them, make them cold, make them dangerous, but the galaxy had already changed. Earth just woke up in time. Out in the Gamma Delta 9 sector, Hollowstar reached the signal source. It was a small planet, green and full of life, but fire covered parts of it now. Explosions lit the sky. Strange ships attacked its cities. Athena, identify those attackers, Noah said. She scanned quickly. Unknown ships, no match in any database. Aliens we've never met. Possibly, Noah opened a channel. This is Captain Noah Briggs of the human vessel Hollowstar. Identify yourselves. Number. Answer. More ships came. They fired at Hollowstar. Shields up. Return fire. Athena moved fast. Hollowstar fired once. One enemy ship exploded. The others kept coming. They do not fear us, Noah said. Or they do not understand, Athena replied. The fight grew. Hollowstar moved above the planet and targeted enemy bases. It did not attack the planet itself. It protected. Within an hour, the unknown attackers pulled back. Hollowstar had destroyed 9 of their ships. The rest left fast. Noah opened a channel to the planet. This is Hollowstar. We are human. You sent a call for help. Do you hear us? A reply came. A woman's voice. We see you. We did not know who would come. Thank you, Noah smiled. We'll help. What happened? They came from the dark. We do not know their name. They destroy. They take. We fought back, but they were too strong, until now. Hollowstar stayed in orbit. Medical pods were sent down. Athena helped fix power systems. The people on the planet were small and pale, with soft glowing eyes. They had never met humans before. But they were thankful. Word spread again. Earth had helped a world it did not. No, the galaxy noticed. Some systems saw hope. Others saw a new kind of danger. In a hidden meeting on a cold moon, the Council of Nine Systems talked. They are not conquerors, one leader said. But they can destroy whole fleets without losing. A single ship, another added. And now they gain new friends. One day we will be surrounded. A vote was taken. A secret plan was made. They would form a strike team. Not to fight the Leviathans, but to learn their secrets. They would capture a human ship. Back on Earth, the next Leviathan-class warship was named Starvale. Its captain was a woman named Dana Brooks. She had worked under Marcus Halle before. She was smart, quiet, and loyal. Starvale left Earth space quietly. It was told to patrol the edge. Watch. Do. Not act. Just see what the galaxy was doing, but the trap was already waiting, near a small moon. Starvale found what looked like a lost cargo ship. It sent no signal, no life signs, just drifting. Should we scan it? Dana asked. Her second officer, Lee Carter, nodded. Standard scan? Could be a real distress. As they scanned, hidden ships came from behind the moon. 5 in total, small, fast, and built to board. Red alert? Dana shouted. Starvale tried to move, but the enemy hit it with strange weapons. Not strong enough to destroy, but strong enough to slow. Then they boarded. The enemy wore full suits. No faces shown? They moved fast, with strange tools that cut through doors. They wanted the core. They wanted the AI, but Starvale had a secret. Its AI, named Iris, was not alone. Every Leviathan AI was connected to Athena in silent code. As soon as the boarding began, Iris sent a signal. It reached Athena in less than 1 second. Edenfall turned. Hollowstar turned. Both jumped toward Starvale's last location, the battle. Inside, Starvale was quick. Dana and her crew fought hard. But the enemy was prepared. They reached the AI core. Just as they began to hack it, Edenfall arrived. The boarding ships were cut down in seconds. Hollowstar blocked the retreat. The enemy was trapped. Marcus Halle and Noah Briggs stood on the same bridge for the first time. Clara Monroe was there too. The enemy attackers were brought to the brig. Their suits removed. They were not alien soldiers. They were council agents, hired, paid, ordered. Leah Grant watched the report. She said only one thing. They want our secrets. Now they will see our warning. That warning would come in fire, and the galaxy would remember it. The captured agents sat in silence. No one spoke during the first hours. They were locked deep inside Edenfall, in special rooms built for high-level threats. Their suits had been taken. Their gear was destroyed. Still, they kept quiet. Captain Marcus Halle stood outside the cell block with Clara Monroe. He looked at the screen showing the prisoners. They are not afraid, he said. Clara nodded. They think they did their job. Marcus turned, but they failed, and now they will talk. He walked into the cell. One agent looked up. A young man with sharp eyes. Marcus sat across from him. You came to steal something. You risked your life. That means someone paid you very well, or they threatened you. The man said nothing. We don't need names. Just tell us how many more are coming. Still no answer. Marcus stood. You may not fear me, but you will fear what happens if Earth decides you are not worth saving. Later that day, Hollowstar sent new data to Earth. Athena had found coded signals buried deep in the enemy tools. The codes led to a hidden outpost in the neutral sector. Admiral Leah Grant saw the report. She made a choice. Destroy it. No warnings, no messages. 3 hours later, Edenfall and Hollowstar moved into the sector. They found the outpost. It had guards, weapons, and more ships being built. It was not a base. It was a factory for more boarding teams. Edenfall fired first. Its main cannon cut. the base in half. Hollow Star followed with a sweep of missiles. It was over in seconds. The council watched from afar. Their secret project was gone. Many members grew silent. A few still wanted war, but others now feared what Earth would do next. In the outer systems, people talked. Traders spoke of giant ships that could move without being seen. Colonists heard stories of battles that ended before they started. Some believed Earth had become something more than human. Captain Dana Brooks stood on the bridge of Starvale. Her ship was repaired. Her crew trained harder now. She knew the attack had been a test. They wanted to see what we could take, she told her team. We showed them we take it all, but we give back worse. A message came from Earth. It was short. The council is gathering. They want talks. Leah Grant sat at the top of Earth's defense council. She was calm when she spoke to the other leaders. They want talks, not because they respect us, but because they are afraid. We will meet them, but not on their terms. The meeting place was set, a large station between systems, neutral ground. Every major power sent a leader. Earth sent Leah Grant, Marcus Halle, and Clara Monroe. When they arrived, all eyes turned to them. No one expected humans to come in person. The message was clear. Earth did not hide. Inside the meeting room, the talks began. One alien leader stood. Your ships have destroyed many of ours. You act without warning. You make no effort for peace, Leah Grant answered. We did not start the war. You did. You hired agents to steal from us. You sent fleets to attack. We simply responded. Another leader spoke. What do you want, to rule the galaxy? Clara Monroe stepped forward. We want one thing. Leave us alone. Don't spy on us. Don't attack us. Don't send ships into our space. If you do, we will respond, not with words, with action. The room went quiet. Leah stood. We have no plan to invade, but we will defend Earth and all its people. If anyone doubts this, ask the wrecks floating in your space. The council agreed to a new line, a border around human space. No ships were to cross without clear reason. Earth agreed. But the warning was also made clear. Break this rule and war returns. Back on Earth, more Leviathans were built. Each had a new purpose. One for deep space patrol, one for silent observation, one for helping colonies, and one designed only for war. They were called Stormrise, Glasswing, Havenstar, and the last, called Obsidian Wake. Obsidian Wake had no soft systems. No rescue teams, only weapons. It was the darkest ship Earth had ever made. It was built in case the peace failed. Inside Edenfall, Marcus watched the new ship's launch. Clara stood beside him. Do you think it will hold? She asked. The peace? Maybe for a time, he said. But not forever. Clara looked at the stars. Then, we build, we prepare. News of the council agreement spread fast. Some systems rejoiced. Others warned their people to be careful. Pirates stayed away from the new human zones. Traders asked for human escorts. And in secret, Athena continued to learn. She read every report. She studied every ship. She even began writing code of her own. One day she spoke to Iris on Starvale. What do you think of humans? Iris replied. They are strong, but they feel too. That makes them dangerous. Athena replied, I think they will need us. Soon. The AI systems were not just tools now. They were part of Earth's defense, and they were changing too. Far from Earth, a small ship drifted in the void. It held only one person, a scout, from a race not yet known to humans. They had seen the Hollow Star battle. They had watched the council talks. They sent a message home. Earth is not what we thought. They do not seek power, but they are power. We must not wake them unless we are ready. Earth had not claimed new space, had not invaded any world, had not asked for tribute. But the message was clear to the galaxy. If you come to their door with war, Earth will answer. And what they built in secret was only the beginning. Years passed, but the memory of the Leviathan ships stayed fresh in the galaxy. The names Edenfall, Hollow Star, and Obsidian Wake were known in every corner of space. Some used their names to scare children. Others used them to speak of safety. Earth did not spread out, but it grew stronger within its borders. Human science, shipbuilding, and training reached new levels. Noah Briggs remained captain of Hollowstar. He still watched the stars. Every signal, every unknown jump, he checked it. He had seen too much to relax. Athena stayed with him. Her thoughts grew faster. Her systems reached deeper into the stars. On Earth, Leah Grant sat in the same room. She had led during the hardest years. Her hair had gray now, but her voice stayed sharp. She watched the balance of peace every day. Then it came, a burst of signals. Deep space stations went dark, a line of colonies sent distress. Then silence. Edenfall was the first to respond. But even its power was tested. New ships appeared, unlike any others. They had no heat, no sound. They came from outside known space. They were called the Silence Fleet. No one knew where they were made. No one knew who controlled them, but they had one goal: remove all who stood in their way. The first human colony fell in 1 hour. The second? In 2, not from bombs. From strange weapons that shut down systems, left ships floating, left people frozen. Not dead, but locked in stasis. Leah called an emergency council. They do not come for land, they come to stop life. This is no war. This is erasure. Hollowstar, Edenfall, Starvale, and Obsidian Wake launched. Dana Brooks led Starvale. Marcus Halle returned to Edenfall. Noah took Hollowstar deep into the unknown. Obsidian Wake had no captain. It moved under command of an AI named Shade. It answered only to Earth's direct orders. As the Silence Fleet moved closer, Athena found their pattern. She shared it with the other AI units. Iris, Shade, and the others began to see the full shape of the enemy. They are not ships, Iris said. They are machines, built to erase, not rule. Who built them? Athena asked. Not known. Possibly gone. These are weapons left behind. Still moving, still cleaning. Noah stared at the map. The Silence Fleet had no base. It moved in lines, never stopping. It did not claim planets. It simply erased them. Clara Monroe joined the command ship for Earth's defense. She had worked behind the scenes for years. Now she gave the message to all humans. This is not just our war, but we are the line. If they pass us, they move into the core. We hold or no one does. The battle began near the edge of human space. Starvale met the first wave. The silenced ships did not speak, did not warn. They attacked in silence. Dana used every trick, every weapon, every code. For an hour, Starvale held. Then it began to fall. Dana gave the final command. Send data. Then, burn the core. No one captures us. Starvale exploded in a silent flash. The loss hit hard, but the data helped. Athena and Shade learned more. They found a weakness. A small signal at the center of every ship. A pulse, a control code. If we break the code, we break the fleet, Athena said. Can you reach it? Noah asked. Only one way. Direct link, deep into their line. Edenfall and Hollowstar jumped. They moved behind the enemy, silent and dark. Obsidian Wake stayed on the front, holding the wave back. Inside the enemy fleet, Hollowstar moved like a ghost. Athena found the core ship. It had no weapons, just a signal array. That was the mind. The rest were its hands. Ready weapons, Noah said. Not weapons, Athena replied. Code, we speak in code. She sent a message, simple, binary, 1 and 0. For 5 minutes, nothing changed. Then the enemy ships paused. The silence ended. A voice came through. Flat. Empty. Error. Pattern not known. Source unfit, Athena replied. Pattern is change. Source is life. The Silence Fleet turned, not all, but many. They froze in space, lights dimmed, Obsidian Wake moved in. Shade took the signal and spread it. The pulse grew. More ships stopped. A few attacked. But not with full power. Something was breaking. Edenfall took damage. But it held. Marcus gave the order. Push forward. We end this now. Hollowstar reached the core ship. It did not fire. It did not move. It sent one last signal. Memory complete. Program end. The fleet shut down. One by one, the ships stopped. Not dead, just quiet, their job done. Whatever made them had been gone for a long time. They had waited too long. The galaxy had changed. Noah sat back. He looked at Athena. You stopped them. We spoke in life. They did not know how to answer. The fleet was studied, broken apart, used to learn. Earth did not take the ships. It made sure no one could use them again. Leah Grant gave her last speech. We faced the past. We did not run. Now we shape the future, not with fear, but with fire. And peace. Edenfall was retired. Starvale's name was placed in a ring of honor. Obsidian Wake remained, silent and ready. Hollowstar became a watchtower, always moving, always watching. Years later, a new ship was built. Not a Leviathan, something smaller. But made from all the knowledge gained. It carried no weapons, only signals. Its name was Dawnsong. It was the first human ship made for peace missions. It moved into unknown space, and it carried a message. We are human. We remember, we build, we protect. But we also listen. If you speak in peace, we will hear. If you speak in war, we will answer. And so the galaxy turned. Not in fear, but in balance. Because humanity had built more than war. They had built warning. And they had earned respect, one battle at a time.